Hey folks, this is Jake Davis with an on-the-fly review for you. I'm gonna try to get through this fast. I got company. Um, Today I'm talking about Wake Up Dead Man, released last month and debuting on Netflix last Friday. This film is written and directed by Rian Johnson and stars Daniel Craig, Josh O'Connor, Josh Brolin, Glenn Close, Jeremy Renner, Mila Kunis, Kerry Washington, Kaylee Spaney, Andrew Scott, Dylan McCormick, Thomas Hayden Church, and Jeffrey Wright. It's the third of the Benoit Blanc or Knives Out mysteries. This one is set in in a small town, uh, basically revolving around a controversial New York Catholic church. When a murder goes down on Good Friday, the charismatic and eccentric and greatest detective in the world, and of course, regular among the rich and shameless, Benoit Blanc shows up to donate his services. I really don't want to say too much more about this. It's the the formula that we've come to know about these movies. We're kind of introduced to the characters, then we get the crime, and then we get Benoit doing his thing. I actually love Daniel Craig as this character. I wasn't really a fan of his Bond movies. I loved Skyfall. I mean, he was. I'm a Bond fan, and Skyfall's my favorite Bond movie. And so, even though don't really like any of the other four films, he'll always be the Bond in my favorite Bond movie. So there's always that. But Benoit, that's his. He's great in this character. Is his character. Uh, and I can honestly would love to see him reprise this role every couple years for the rest of his career, and keep to the gimmick. Keep to it. He's not really the main character in any of the stories, but he's always the star of the show. It's great, real good fun. Like I said, I don't really want to tell any more else about the story. I will to say certain other things like Josh Brolin is excellent in this. Glenn Close is great as always. Jeremy Renner delivers a very underplayed but very funny performance. I liked him in this. Yeah, man, heavily recommended. And Mila Kunis, just the casting of Mila Kunis as a sheriff was just funny as hell to me. Her walking around, she's like, she's 40 something now, but she's still so tiny, and she still's got that voice, and like the last person you'd ever expect as a law enforcement. But and she's good in this though. Like she's very confident in carrying herself, but she just looks funny. But it's a really funny, very entertaining movie. I recommend it highly. My only real criticism is I think the mystery itself, after my criticism of all three films, is it's a little bit too heavy-handed with its politics. It's not subtle, but that is what it is. But on a more serious, more critical side, I think the weakness in all three films is the actual mystery itself. A lot of convolutions, a lot of it doesn't count if you show a scene and then later in the movie you show the same scene, but oh, there was a different person in the room right there, but we just didn't have them in that shot earlier because we wanted to have this reveal. Like, the last two, the first one may have done that too, but that's not a mystery. That's not clever. That's cheating. Anyhow, I still recommend the movie highly. Had a lot of fun watching it. 4 stars. And it got me in the mood to go back and watch the other two. So it definitely did its trick as a sequel. Recommend it. Very fun. I'm Jake Davis, and I'll catch you on the fly.